Alright, listen up. Before I tell you any of this, just know that I really don't give a crap about what you think. What I say is true, and that's all that matters. My real name is Jackson Sehvor, but I go by the name Jason. And my new adopted sister's name is Jane Everlasting. We're not related by blood. Well, not by our own, but by the bloods of others. You'll hear about that later on. First, about who I used to be. I was still called Jason by my friends because I would not shut up about the main killer in the Friday the 13th series named Jason Vorhees. Ironically, our names sound alike. So, everyone who knew me called me Jason. I liked to play street hockey. I was always the goalie, so I wore this mask. I knew that was all I had, though. I knew it wasn't safe, but we were all teenage boys, so of course we all thought we were tough. One day my friends and I were playing street hockey against this other team of friends or whatever, and some idiot from the other team slapshot the puck at the back of the net and hit me right here. Freaking cracked my mask and hit me instead of the back of the net, causing internal bleeding and brain damage. So I was rushed to the hospital. When I came to, I was in a shared hospital room. I shared it with a younger girl who looked to be 9 or 10 years old. Her name, as she told me, was Jane. I introduced myself as Jason. She left the hospital a week before me, and I'd forgotten who she was. A week later, I was released from the hospital and I went back to school. But unexpectedly, we ran into each other again because the school that I go to is connected with the middle school and the elementary school as well. She looked kind of down that day, so I asked her what was wrong. She told me that she was worried about her friend Jeff. He was caught in a fire, and he was sent back to the hospital. He was there twice. I actually saw that freaking clown right as I left the hospital. He asked me to tell Jane that he was fine, so I did. At the end of the day, we just went home. I walked to my house, and before I walked to the front door, I saw her walk to the house next to me. I said hi, and she waved back, and we walked into our house. A couple days later, I happened to notice that Jeff had come back home, so I thought I'd welcome him home. I opened up my window and shouted, "Hey Jeff, how's it going?" He looked back at me, and what I saw was horrifying. His face was ashy white, and the color from his eyes were gone. I just shut the door right back, shut the window, locked it. But his smile, that's something I'm not going to forget. His smile was a smile that you would see right before a serial killer struck. Next day at school, I knew Jeff had seen me, but I acted like I hadn't seen him because he freaked me out. He just went completely nuts at school. I think the fire must have fried his brain because he was getting into fights all day and giving his teachers death threats. So, of course, he got suspended that day. I found Jane at the end of the day and gave her my phone number in case she needed help. When I went home, she texted me saying that she was invited over to that freak show at Jeff's house. So I told her, be careful. I didn't tell her what I thought of him. One, I didn't think she'd care. Two, I just didn't want to seem like an attached, butthurt, jealous DB. A few hours later, she called me. All I could hear on her end was just her hyperventilating. I knew something went wrong. And then I heard her faint and fall. She dropped her phone. So I grabbed my machete